What's going on, YouTube fam? It's your boy Tony Two Times, and we back with another episode of the Baltimore Way, man. Happy New Year's to y'all, man. I appreciate y'all for the love and support, man. I hope y'all feeling the content. If not, send somebody over that might be feeling the content. Y'all know I need y'all to like, comment, and share. Check out that join button, man. I'm about to throw some videos over there. I'm waiting for y'all so we can get deep into these stories. But let's get into this one. So tonight we're gonna talk about Lor X. Y'all been wanting me to do this video. This been highly requested. Let's get right into it. Lor X, real name is Xavier Johnson, 30 years old, is an up and coming rapper from the gritty streets of South Baltimore. X is the definition of the Baltimore streets. With a mouthful of golds and a slick talking city lingo, he was destined to make hits. Lor X first hit the music scene around about 2016, uploading his first song to YouTube that got off to a slow start but eventually caught on. After that, Lor X came out with bangers like Everything, Shine, Where You At, even dropping a song with back then young up and coming rapper NBA Youngboy. Lor X considered himself a motivator, some like a street pastor, preacher to the streets. He prides himself off everything being raw and authentic. Lor X stumbled across rap by mistake. He would go to the studio with friends that rap and critique them about their delivery and their flow. Some of his homeboys used to get mad and say, since you know so much about rap, come here and drop your own track. So always taking the challenge, Lor X hopped in the booth, took the opportunity, and started rapping about hustling in the Baltimore streets and growing up in South Baltimore. Lor X faced some legal troubles in the past that slowed his grind down and took 2 years out of his life before being acquitted. After coming home, he hit the stew hard and looked up to artists such as Young Jeezy, as he was transparent about street life and that fitted X style. He had a story to tell. Everything was looking up for the young up and coming star. He was doing shows in the city and at high schools. It made him feel good the city was vibing with his music. Lor X finally started seeing global attention after landing a spot on 300 Entertainment Birth of a New Nation tour, with acts such as Shy Glizzy, Day Day, and PNB Rock. His name started appearing in notable magazines such as Complex. He was getting more features, and then he dropped his mixtape, X-Files, and it did numbers. It was released on November 25th, 2016. Lor X was where he needed to be. He took a hustler mindset to the music and had a gift for seeing things from a different perspective and thinking for others. He said sometimes people couldn't think for themselves. He was bound to be successful with saying things like, I'd rather solve a problem than prove a point. But as the music and the streets collided for Lor X, Baltimore City Police was watching. And in October, Lor X was indicted on 42 counts, including kingpin charges and suspicion of murder. The indictment alleges Lor X was in charge of 18-member squad, getting money in South and West Baltimore, selling smack and other street products. Police said allegedly Lor X paid members to rent stash houses and trapped them out. Everything got worse after one of the stash houses got raided, and former Douglas High School basketball star and comedian Gerald Brown was hit after some witnesses say they heard Gerald say he wasn't taking the fall for the raid. Lor X is currently fighting for his life and facing all these charges: manufacturing, distribution, gang charges, and kingpin charges. Man, it's crazy. So I know y'all know who Lor X is because y'all been asking me about this story for a minute. But shorty from South Baltimore, and he was always saying he was putting the South on the map. If you look at his videos, they real gritty, they real raw. He got people in there that you wouldn't see in music videos. Y'all know what I mean. If y'all know who he is, like street people, like bottom of the barrel, what society would call people. And I feel like that's what made him authentic, because he was speaking to the streets. He ain't mind hanging around the fiends. He ain't mind being in the trap house shooting a video. And I feel like that stood out. But you gotta watch what you put in this music, man. For all you up and coming artists, I know you wanna be real. I know you wanna be authentic. I know you want your story to be the realest out of all the rappers. But man, please don't put what you really doing in the streets in your music. You gotta cover it up some kind of way, especially in Baltimore. Baltimore is a small city. A lot of people know a lot of other people, and word get around fast, especially if you really living like that. Now, Lor X was hit up 8 times as well. You know, they hit him all up. They was trying to get him up out of here. So he got a lot of songs talking about their situation and stuff like that. Now, the former basketball star, Gerald Brown, who got hit, rest his soul, they not pitting that on Lor X. They was trying to connect that to him, but they really can't connect that to him. But I know they trying to say he was in charge of this enterprise with 18 other people. So y'all know that's a RICO case right there. Now, when that RICO come, I always tell y'all it's a hard case to beat. I hope Lil Bro hit the streets, because I was rocking with the music. Like, I was listening to him all day before I did this video. And I've been caught on to him a few years ago, but I ain't really heard nothing new from him. But this explains why. I ain't know he was jammed up, so y'all put me on something with this one. But man, like, Shorty had it. You know, he had it. And one thing I liked about him, he used to go live a lot. And just, he was funny. Like, Shorty just used to be talking about what's going on with people and talking about how people got their priorities messed up and stuff like that. But it made a lot of sense. But he had a head on his shoulders. But when you out here living that life, and he said it, he said he gonna get rich or die trying. So he knew what came with it. He know what come with it. His lawyers say they don't want to talk about nothing. They just want to focus on trying to beat the case and getting him home. I feel like when he come home, he already stamped. He stamped in the city, definitely. And a lot of labels was already looking at him. I think he actually signed, if I'm not mistaken. But y'all know when you get in legal trouble, some of them labels back up off you. Unless you been like making them money for years, they really don't help you out in a situation, especially when you got charges like this. Now, South Baltimore, for y'all that don't know, is definitely a different vibe down there. My little homeboy that I was jammed up with, one of my cell buddies, he was from South Baltimore. And the way he used to explain the streets, it was totally different from like East and West. You know what I mean? But I heard it's a lot of money down there. I've been through that a few times, but that ain't a part of the city that I'm super familiar with. So I can't really speak on a lot of the activities that go on down there. But most of the city is the same, you know. I know you got Westport down there, you got Brooklyn, you got Cherry Hill. You know what I mean? I was jammed up with a lot of dudes from down there, and I rocked with them. They was cool dudes. But yeah, man, y'all been requesting this one. Free Lor X, man. If I get, you know what I mean, some more requested videos, I'm going to get on them one by one. Y'all know I just be trying to grind it out, man. But I promise I'm going to get to everybody videos. Y'all be sure to go follow me on IG at _Tony2 and y'all hit that join button so we can go over there and we can get more in depth in some of these stories and we can talk about real deep stuff. But yeah, man, like, comment, subscribe, love, man.